the home piano course, part 10 of hopefully 11. We might have to go to part 12, but we are chipping away at it. So I just want to make sure everything is going to start correctly. We'll get right into, right where we left off, which was page 120. So let me get... Oh, there we go. Okay. It looks like everybody can hear me and everything is ready to go. So hello, everybody. Let me show my face. Like I said, we're doing part 10 of 11 of the home piano course. So let's get right on into it. Let's not waste any time at all. So last time we left off on the page before with Little Brown Jug. If you remember, we were talking about the key of F and how it had one flat, which was B flat. So on the piano here, it would, key of F, if you play the F scale, would be F, the B flat in there, and up to the next F. So just careful that you're replacing B with B flat, and you will see that in the pieces as well. So just a little bit of a rundown from last time. So let's get quickly onto the next thing that we're going to talk about now that we're in the right place, which is over here. So this is the Mexican hand clapping song. The important thing to get out of this piece is to practice the chord patterns in the beginning before you start playing the rest of the whole thing, because these chords are throughout the whole thing and it will really help you out. So let me get a good view here. Unfortunately, wait, let me get it. Sorry, folks. You know how things go. Every once in a while we have a technical issue. I might just have to pull that down, won't I? Darn. Sorry, this one starts a little bit different than the other ones, but that's okay. So we're going to take a look at the beginning. Actually, no, we're going to take a look at this part here. Here we go. So it shows you the F major scale up here, and then it's just building. It's showing you the primary chords: the F major, the 4, which is the B flat, and then the 5 chord, which is that C7 chord. And oh, hey, look, here they are. So this F chord, the first one, you're just playing over F major. Next, you're going to be moving this finger up, and same thing with your thumb, and that is a B flat chord. You may be thinking, why isn't B flat in the bass? Well, if you remember from other lessons, it's in inversion. And then we are actually going to be moving the top and bottom fingers down to hit that C7 chord. So again, you got the F major in first inversion. You're moving these top 2 fingers up, and then you move the outside ones down. And then there's just that same pattern again and again. I can't, I don't know what you're trying to say there in the chat. Is there any problems with the audio and video in the chat? Please let me know. I think we're okay. So I'm going to keep going here until somebody tells me otherwise. So once you get those chords down, it will be easier to play the piece, because hey, take a look here. Our first chord in the whole piece is that one. Then you're going actually down to that other chord we were playing, and then back to that F major chord. So really between those 2 chords is everything. So 5% is everything. All right, anyway, let's continue. So we got over F position for both hands to start out the piece. Now you got to be careful when you do this. You are going down to E and then D, C, like that. So just careful that you're starting in F position, but then you're changing a little bit there. You're gonna have to stretch with your finger there. All right, somebody says they cannot see. If you're trolling, I will ban you immediately, but I will assume that you're not for right now. Sight and sound are good. Okay. Well, I won't ban you, but if you do that again, If it is trolling, I will ban you. Okay, good. Good. I always want to make sure. Anyway, let's continue here. There we go. All right, let's continue on. So anyway, once you get that opening hand position down, you do have to move just a little bit to hit that third and fourth measure there. And then you're kind of in an, it's like almost an extended F position where your bottom fingers are kind of stretching down a bit. And then back to F, and then stretch. So just careful, that is F position, but you're going to be stretching a little bit one way or the other. So you're going to play this twice. Because there is a repeat. Whoops. And then on to the second ending after that. Then you're going to go on to the next page. Now, one thing I want to tell you is that with your chords, you want to hit them staccato, but you want to come off the chord right away, because there are some quarter rests there in the measure. So be careful of that. That gets pretty much every student. Now, let us go here. This is the top of the next page. I almost have it. Hold on. So there's the top of the page, and there's the bottom. We are missing that middle line there. We almost have it. Sorry, guys. It's so hard to get all this stuff in here in one shot. But here's the second page. Now, the thing to keep in mind with this is your left hand is still in F position, but you're going to be extending both fingers. We're going to be hitting this B flat major chord this time. And then with your right hand, you're going to be up a little bit higher with this D and F here. So this piece is going to be a little tricky for some of you. Oh wait, sorry, it's down a little bit. Sorry, I'm reading it from kind of far away. So anyway, sorry, you're going to be in F position. Your right hand is going to be up a little bit, and then your left hand is going to be up a little bit too. There we go. Now if you notice, it has a finger change there on the B flat because you have to hit the D and the F there. So always be careful. If there's a finger number written in, that usually means that you're changing position, or they're just reminding you. Oops. And then on this third line, you really just got to watch out for the B flats, because it's just G and B flat, G and B flat. Outlining that C7 chord there. And then here we are one line from the end. Now you got to be careful here in the second measure here. We're on the second side of the page. You're going to hit B flat, B natural. So that gets everybody. Also the B flat right before that repeat, that tends to get everybody too, so be careful of that. And then you're going to repeat and you're going to play the whole second page again. Oops. Now, we're actually going to go to the final line of the piece, because this was ending 1 and this is ending 2. So here we go. Whoops. We get in position here. Whoops. Let me try that last line again. All right, give me just 1 second, everybody. I need to bring up the stream here on my laptop because I cannot see for the life of me turning my head the way it have been. So just give me like less than a minute or so, and so I can get things sorted out. Jeez, it's hot in here. I should have. Give me another second, everybody. I need to turn on the air conditioner. It's like 1 billion degrees in here. Okay, turned on the air conditioner, and now, let's. Sorry, guys. I know we're having some technical difficulties today, but we will get right on into it. So just give me another couple of seconds here. There it is. There it is. This will help me see way better because before I was like turning my head to see what the heck was going on. All right, I think we're good now. Just give it some time. Time heals all wounds, as they say. All right. We are back. Play Wonderwall. Nope. Not today. Today we are doing this home piano course. All right, let's just continue here. I don't want to waste too much more time. I know you guys want to get through this course as much as I do. I know we had like a little bit of a slow start, but let's continue on. So that's Hand Clapping Song. That's actually one of my favorites in the book. Now this this page is very easy. It's writing in the key of F. I'm going to have you do most of it on your own. It's really easy. Like if you look here, like number 1 here, it says write the letter names of the notes of the F major scale on the keyboard below. Use the tetrachord patterns, just meaning that it's the first half of the scale, second half of the scale. Tetrachord is 4 notes played right in a row. Use the tetrachord patterns and be sure whole step and half step is correct. So you can do this 2 ways, right? You can use the major scale pattern, which was whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. Or you can write out the notes, or you can remember that your key signature, F major, as 1 flat, a B flat, which means we're not hitting this. We're actually replacing the B for a B flat. So you're going to go F, G, A, B flat, and then C, D, E, F, and you could keep going up the scale if you wanted, but they want you to write that much. It's pretty easy. I'll let you figure out the rest on your own. It's literally like just writing parts of the scale. You know, the first half of the scale, second half of the scale stuff. I don't want to spend too much time on it. Now this one, Auld Lang Syne, I can never pronounce it right. Somebody will remind me, of course. Is we have the same chords we had before. So we have that F major chord from the last piece. Then we have this B flat. Or no, sorry. What kind of chord is that? Oh, okay, so it's an E diminished 7th chord back to F. So again, it's the same type of principle where you start on F, you're moving the 2 bottom keys down back to F. So basically F major, but you're going to have to be moving your fingers up or down a little bit, just letting you know. I would go through the chords first, because once you got those down, it will make the rest of it a lot easier. Hello, Jeffrey, and everybody attending today. Drop a big fat like for me if you like what we do here. So let's take a look. Let me play this for you. Like I said, it's not that hard. When you're at this point in your piano playing journey, if you're in like a certain key, right? So key of F, you're probably talking about F position generally, but you do have to want to look out for places where it might break out of that just a little bit. Because eventually what we're working up to is getting your hands all over the place on the piano. So here we go. I can't quite see that last line. I'm going to have to shift the page a little bit. Let me do this. Yeah, I'll just have to shift it to hit that last line. But the setup still isn't perfect, folks, but we're getting there. I at least I can get 2 pages up at once instead of just 1. All right. Let me play this thing for you, and we'll see how it goes. So the first note, actually, you're going to hit with your thumb here, and then it's basically, well, actually, they want you to hit F with 2 there. Yeah, so they give you the fingering there. I would use what they give you. Darn, I can't. Let me try that again. And then let me get the last line in here. There it is. Now, question, what is the last symbol right here? What is that called? That is called a fermata, meaning that you hold the note longer. All right, let us continue here. We have much to get through. Hopefully everybody is enjoying it so far, or at least getting something out of it. Like I said, I know you guys want this to get me all the way through the book, and happy to oblige. All right, let me get in focus there. Let me turn the page, see what we got. Like I said, I could go in a little bit more detail about some of these, but like I said, I want to get through the whole thing. So we're probably going to get through part 10 today, part 11 maybe a couple weeks from now. And then there might be a last part just to wrap up maybe the last song or so. But let's continue here. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Okay, we have O Sol Mio. Now, what makes this song unique is that you have 3 fermatas right in the beginning of the song. Meaning you're hitting those notes longer than their value. I would hit them maybe for 2 beats a piece. You know, nothing crazy. Somebody asked, is it important that we know the names of the chords? Eventually, at this point in your piano playing experience, I would just know like what root position chords are. Like, for example, like that's F major, F's on the bottom, you know, builds a major chord. Know that stuff. Some of these other ones, if you can get them from sight, that's great. But as far as you are right now, yeah, if it's confusing you, don't worry about it. Just keep going. But let's continue here with the book. I felt like that was a relevant question here. Again, with the left hand, we're hitting a lot of the chords we were hitting before. This time, though, they are broken instead of being hit all at once, right? Oh, there I am. There I'm pointing. Kind of like that, rather than playing them all at once as a block. But it's the same type of chords. Again, maybe you want to go through, play the chords on their own. They do give you the left-hand pattern here in the beginning. You know, they do write these here for a reason before the piece begins. So always take advantage of that and play that first. That will help you out a lot. So let me play this thing for you. It does have pedal, by the way. I don't talk about the pedal enough. And I think it's really because I don't have a camera angle to where it's easy to see. but I am hitting the pedal down and holding it all throughout here. And then whenever there's a rest here, they kind of let you know that you can let off the pedal. Or in fact, you have to. If not, it will all blend together. And then here, I have it held down all the way through here. Again, it's kind of hard to show you. I would kind of need a camera just for the pedal. I've tried that before. It's actually really hard to accomplish. You know, maybe if I attached a camera to the bottom. Anyways, not now. We'll have to figure this. I'll have to figure it out later. Okay, so let me play the beginning here. I'm gonna have to do the switcheroo again, where halfway through I'm gonna have to change the camera angle. But let me play the first two lines for you. And there's page 1 and 2, or no, lines 1 and 2. And then let me get this over here. Oh, look. That works out really well. Whenever it lines up like that. Bazingas. All right, let me play the rest of it for you. And then it repeats all the way back at the end, so I would play it all through again. I can't with the camera angle here. Until I got to the second ending. Now this chord right here, we are, you see that squiggly line before the end? We are right here. This is an arpeggiated chord, meaning that you're gonna roll it, also called a rolled chord. You're gonna roll it from the bottom to the top, you're gonna hold the pedal down. Almost like a strumming of a harp, kinda. And that chord right there will take you some time, because a lot of students, when they first do it, I don't know, it's a little bit more, you know, a little bit confusing at first, but you'll get the hang of that. So you know about that. Other than that, there was a spot on the previous page. We're talking about right here on that the page on the left there. There is a D flat accidental there, meaning that's D flat for that measure. It actually does carry over to the next measure because there's a tie there. But this measure right here, kind of pointing to it in a weird way, no more D flats after that. So D flat, you know, top of the page there, still D flat. Actually, there's still a D flat in the left hand anyways. And then back to a regular old key of F right there. Just want to tell you about that. That's probably another thing that will throw you off quite a bit. Okay, let us continue here. Along the way, if you want me to go over anything a little bit more detail, let me know. If not, I just kind of want to keep things moving here, you know, saying a little bit about each hand, or about each piece. Now, so we can get through it. So here, it says legato. So you're going to be hitting these and holding the pedal through the whole time. That's basically how you will achieve that. So legato is the exact opposite of staccato. Staccato is bump, 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 bump. Legato is ba-da-da-da-da. You know, kind of extending them together like that. All right, I think that's all I need to talk about with that page. There, of course, is a lot more. So the A harmonic minor key and the A harmonic minor scale. So what this is showing you up here is you have the C major scale. You probably remember that from like the beginning of the course. Oops. You're playing one C up to the next C, all the white keys in between. Now, one thing I want to tell you about is for each key, you know, each key usually has a certain number of sharps or number of flats. There's a major key that goes along with it, and then there's a minor key. Oh, that didn't look good. I don't know, my camera went out for a second, but anyway, I'm going to continue. What was I going to say? Oh, so there's a major and minor equivalent for every key, and it's showing you right here. So C major has 0 sharp, 0 flats, and then A minor also has 0 sharp, 0 flats. It's literally the same key, the same chord, or key rather. It's just starting on a different note. So here's C major scale, all white keys, C to C. A minor, all white keys, A to A. So just know right now, all you got to know, so I don't bog you down with key signatures so much, is that C major has 0 sharp, 0 flats, but so does A minor. The only difference is that with a C major, you're starting and ending around C, whereas with A minor, you're starting or ending around A, if not on A, most of the time. Now, there's something called the A harmonic minor. All this is not as scary as it sounds. All you're doing is you're taking this next to last note, this G here, and you're replacing it with a G sharp. So let me take you back for a second. Now you may be asking, well, why, Tim? Why did they make us do this? Well, let's take it back to the key of G, right? G major. If you remember back, this was way back in the course, that G major had 1 sharp, F sharp. Whoops. There's the correct scale. Now, why wasn't the G major scale just this? Notice how that didn't sound quite right? They added in that F sharp in the key signature. And if you also remember way back in the beginning, I actually mentioned this in the beginning of this lesson as well, that there's a formula for the major scale. And you can apply that formula to any note and get the major scale out of it. So you have G, and then you go what? Whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. So there's one reason why the F sharp's there, and that's so we can abide by the formula of the major scale. But that's not all. The next to last note in any scale, well, especially the major ones, is called the leading tone. And by definition, the leading tone has to be a half step or a semitone below the note that you're ending on. So when I hit the F, the reason that sounds so funny is because it's missing the leading tone. But when you have the F sharp in there, it adds that leading tone, and then it sounds correct. They did the same thing. The roundabout explanation here is that in the key of A, they had that, and if you notice at the end it sounded a little bit off. Well, they added a leading tone to it, and that's the difference between a natural minor. A natural minor has no notes altered. A harmonic minor has a leading tone. Now you may be thinking, I can't remember all this, so what do I remember out of this whole thing? Just remember that the next to last note of a scale, especially the major scales or the harmonic minor ones, but just remember in the major scales that the next to last note is called the leading tone. It's a half step away from the note you started on. So if you're G, you know, your leading tone is going to be F sharp, and it leads you to that final note. Normally, minor scales do not have a leading tone, so they add one in, and that's all you got to know, right? This whole harmonic minor, natural minor stuff, like eventually you do want to know the differences between those, you know, off the top of your head, but don't get bogged down with it. Just know what a leading tone is, and know that the key of A harmonic minor has 1 that leads you back up to A, and so the scale would look like this. And I think if you understand that, you're good to go. Practice the scale, right hand and then left hand. So let me do that for you. Just like with the C major scale, you're going to have to cross after finger 3 there. And then once you come back down, you'll have to cross with finger 3 again. Left hand, they start you descending on the scale, so you're going down first. So you hit the first 3 fingers, then you cross underneath to hit finger 1 on that E, and then the rest of your fingers should fall into place. Coming up, it's the opposite. You use up all 5 of your fingers, and then cross over with 3, 2, 1. Just like that. It will take you a lot of time, especially if you're a beginner, to get this scale down. But make sure that you practice it. You know, just because it's a few notes on the page doesn't mean you want to skip over it. Actually, some of these pages are the most important ones, because guess what? This A harmonic minor scale, you're going to see it again. Guess where you're going to see it? In this next piece. Now, a lot of times pieces will not, you know, they'll take a scale, but they'll start like on a different note, or they'll break up the scale into different pieces. So even though the scale might not appear all in a row, like you just practiced it, it will appear in pieces and chunks, and still learning the scale will help you a lot, and it'll also help you visualize what notes you're working with in the scale. For instance, we're in the key of A minor here. Generally, that means no sharps, no flats, like I just told you. Same thing with the key of C. However, we got to look out for the G sharp. Now, the question is if there is a G, I don't think they have any, but if there is a G and it doesn't have a sharp after it, do you play G sharp? Well, no. You only play the ones that the sharp before them. The reason behind that is that the key signature doesn't have a G sharp in it. So we don't have that. Like, you think about a key signature as like whatever sharps or flats appear in the key signature, those are automatic in the rest of the piece, unless they tell you otherwise. If they're not written there, you have to only use a sharp if it appears next to the note. It's a little confusing at first, but you'll get the hang of it. But anyway, we got a G sharp to worry about with this one. We're mostly going to be over A position. As I told you, whatever key you're in will kind of give you a hint to that, but we are in a place now where we are going to start moving, you know, hand positions more and more and more, to your, I'm sure to your delight. You love to hear that. So let me play this one. This one, even though short and sweet, does get a lot of trips a lot of students up. So let me play it for you. Okay, so I'm looking through this. I mean, I've played this before, but I'm looking through it as the first time. So what should I be on the lookout for? Well, one, what key you're in. That generally tells you what hand position you're going to start in. Not always, but it helps. You're looking out for any accidental. So right there you have a G sharp. And then, you know, I have another G sharp later on. The left hand, you know, you might want to go over the hand positions. So I'm just running you through like what I would notice if I was just starting this out. And then I do notice here at the bottom of the second line that you do have to jump to hit that E with finger 5. Oops. Yeah, that is right. You just got to be careful that there are 2 sharps on that measure. So let me play it through, and then we'll go from there. Now, on the last page, you got to be careful because you're hitting these. By the way, these little Pac-Man symbols mean what? They are accents. That means you're going to hit those single notes with more emphasis. Then on the last line, also, you got to be careful that there are rests in between here. So you're going to hit this one, you're holding it because it's a half note, but then you only hit this one real short because then you have to have a rest for that next note. So let me show you what that would be like. And I also forgot that there is actually a tie with the A here. So make sure you're holding that over. So let me play that line one more time. Holding notes over or not holding them is something that students very, very commonly get wrong. So even though you got all the notes right, go through again and make sure you're getting all the little silences right too, because those are just as important. I don't know if they're just as important, but they're almost just as important. So make sure to spend time on those. All right, we're going to take a short break. I'm not going anywhere. I just need to take a sip of water. So we're not even taking any minutes here. Just let me get a sip, and then I want to announce something, and then I want to finish up what we're doing today. I kind of just want to get, I wanted to get up to at least green sleeves. We're doing really good though. So we'll probably keep going after that. Maybe we'll go to Scarborough Fair. Anyway, let me take a drink. Sorry, I know people hate hearing the drink noise. But a boy's got to drink. Water, of course. I don't drink alcohol. Imagine how fat I'd get if I drank alcohol. Jeez. It's hard enough for me to lose weight as it is. I've been trying really hard. I don't know. I don't want to get into it now. But we'll get into it later. But sometimes I imagine, like, man, if I just ate, like, some people I know eat KFC and stuff, I wonder how fat I'd be. I'd probably be 500 pounds. But anyways, let's continue. Enough of the intermission. I do want to bring up something for you guys. I think that's like a perfect time to bring this up. So hopefully everybody's doing good. Glad to have you all out with us today, of course. And I wanted to tell you guys, why is it not flipping over? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, I know why. I know why. Maybe. Here we go. Okay. So, can I make that wider a little bit? Okay, so this is my website, pianolessonsontheweb.com. So if you have been following me, whether you're a recent student or, you've known me for a long time, and you're like, I really love the YouTube lessons that Tim puts out. Well, I have good news for you, because if you like my YouTube lessons, you're going to love the courses over on my website. What makes them so special? Well, let me scroll down and kind of list some things off so I don't forget anything. So basically the way I describe this, I'm going to try to do it without the verbiage here. The main benefit that you're going to get out of my courses as opposed to the YouTube channel is that they are more well organized, the courses. You're going to have more supplementary material to practice off of, meaning that I'm going to give you, like, I'm going to introduce you to topics, then I'm going to give you like some pieces to practice around those topics, and then you're going to get some notes as well, worksheets, kind of like you're taking a college course on piano. So it's more well structured, it's got more content. It also covers things that I have not covered on the YouTube channel yet. Specifically, that was a weird camera angle, but here we go. Specifically, you're going to be learning more about piano, music theory, improvisation, rhythm, ear training, and basically anything you need to become a well-rounded musician. I cover more theory than I do on the channel. I cover more piano stuff than I do on the channel, especially if you're looking to start becoming more advanced. Then you definitely want to check out, you know, some of my intermediate or more advanced courses if you've seen all my YouTube stuff. But even if you haven't, there's a lot here for you, as you can see. But some other advantages you're going to get with the courses is that you can contact me with the questions you have at any time. You can just send me an email. It's probably the best way. And I'll be more than happy to get back with you. If you have like a real something that you just can't get through and you have a lot of questions on, I will meet with you over Skype, or, you know, talk to you over the phone, or write up something for you to help you understand it a little bit easier. So I am here for you. The great thing about the courses, as opposed to maybe like taking private lessons or taking other courses, is that you can learn at your own pace. And the courses come with lifetime access, just meaning that they never expire. You don't have to worry about like, oh, I have time this month, and then you sign up and then you're like, man, something happened in my life. I have the next three months. I just can't work on it. Well, that's no problem. You can come back and work on the courses whenever you feel like it. So that's another great advantage there. And the courses do work on all the devices. Again, if you have any trouble, let me know, and I will be more than happy to help you out. I'm pretty good at resolving those little issues, the technical issues that people come up. And yeah, I just want to make sure I covered everything here. So I want to get into the course packs now. Now you can see there's 4 packs, quote unquote. The beginner's pack, the intermediate pack, the advanced pack, and the all courses pack. The beginner's pack is great like if you are just starting out. You just found out about me, or you know, maybe you've been playing for a while and you're like, you know, sometimes Tim will bring up a topic I'm just not really that sure on, or maybe I don't know how to read music, but I do know like my way around a keyboard. You still probably want to check out the beginner's pack. That will just make sure you have all your bases covered. You have a solid foundation to build on. Now you may be thinking, well, what if I'm too advanced for the beginner's pack? And how do I figure that out? Well, the good thing is that under each pack, there's the list of courses that you will be taking throughout your experience on the website, I guess you could say, or that's the courses that are included in the pack. You click on a course, and it takes you to that course description page. Now, what you want to do is look at this section particularly, what you need to know. The great thing about this course is you don't need to know anything. So if you don't know anything, this is where you start. And then say, okay, I do know all that stuff. You know, I know more than nothing. Or, well, look at this too. Look at the end of the course, you'll be able to do these things. And if you know how to do these things already, then you can probably just go on to the next course. You know, what you need to know. Again, entry-level course. A lot of these beginner ones are like that. And then just kind of look through here. Do I know how to do this stuff? If not, you probably want to take this course. And then you just go down the list. You know, you're playing the piano level 1. Well, so this one, you do start to have to know about stuff. So if you know this stuff, then you can take this course. And then if you know this stuff, you can probably just move on to the next one. Make sense? Let me know if you have any questions about that. I'd be more than happy to help you. Same with theory, you know, you go down, you look at like what you're going to be able to do by the end of the course. This one doesn't have a well, it's an entry level, so you don't really need to know anything. Oh, here it is. Yeah, you need to know how to read music and stuff. So it walks you through pretty easy. And then you have a satisfaction guarantee. So if you're not satisfied, something comes up in your life, or maybe you're just like, you know, these courses are just not for me for one reason or another. So let me know within 30 days. Just send me an email, and I'd be more than happy to refund the full purchase. So there's really no risk here. Like if you don't like it, you can get your money back. And like I said, the courses don't expire. So if something happens to where you can't go through the courses all at once, don't worry about that. That's fine. Let's check out the intermediate pack real quick just to kind of give you a rundown. Intermediate pack, as you can see, is quite a bit more expensive. These are all on sale right now, by the way, for the fall sale, which is ending on the 31st. I want to mention that. As you can see, it's more expensive, but there are 9 courses included, so this is going to take you quite a while. Again, go through like the course lists or the course description pages, see what you know, maybe what you don't know, and try to find a good starting place. If you have any trouble with that, just let me know. I'll generally just ask you a few questions like, you know, what have you been playing recently? How long have you been playing? You know, what are your goals? Things like that. And then I can probably give you a pretty good starting place based on that. And then the same thing with the advanced pack. It's just, you know, it's the more advanced courses. It's the same type of idea. You click on it, see the courses that are included, yada, yada, yada. Now, the best deal on the website for courses is the all course access, existing and new. So if I come out with a new course, people in the all course access will get access to it right away. Now, I do have the listing of courses here as you would expect, same type of thing, except they're bundled together at a slightly lower price. I want to give you guys a tip for coming in today as like kind of a thank you, because I know you guys are my tried and true fans. So you click add to cart. So first select like whatever pack you want. You don't have to get the all course access. I'm just showing you. And then when you click add to cart, you have the option of checking out like you would on any website. And I want you to do is click add coupon code and type in YouTube. You can either hit enter or click apply. And boom, that takes an additional 15% off that already discounted price. So just want to let you know about that, because if you like what you have been seeing with this course so far, you really like this this piano course, or you like all the other content on my website, you will definitely like, or all the other stuff on my YouTube channel, you'll definitely like my website, pianolessonsontheweb.com. Let me give you guys a link, and then we will move right on with the lesson. Piano lessons on the web. Let me make sure. No, I mistyped it. This is why I need Jeremy or Emma here. Hold on. www.pianolessonsontheweb.com. Did I get it right this time? I got it right that time. Okay. Make sure I got you guys the right stuff. And I accidentally closed out of the live stream. It's still going though, luckily. All right, cool. All right, everybody. How's everybody doing so far? We will continue with the book. Just want to let you know about my website. And now the live stream is not loading. I know it's still going. Here it is. All right, cool. Right on the channel, I believe covers those books. Wait, what the heck? I took piano and Alfred, didn't get through the whole thing though. Do you have videos? Yeah, that's actually what we're doing now. I call this home piano course because I like it's not exactly like I use the book, but I also kind of put my own teaching into it as well. But yeah, I have something on the main channel called the home piano course. Let me just show you guys one more thing before we move on, so you guys know what's going on with the channel and stuff. So just give me a couple seconds. Here we go. Because this is actually pretty important if you are new around the channel. So let me show you. So here's my main channel page. So it's youtube.com/lessonsontheweb. You've probably seen it before. It should look something like this. Or if you just click on my YouTube channel name, you know, under any video, it'll take you here. Now, here's what I want to tell you. Go down. So here's us right now, and here's the recent videos that have come out, which you should check out. Courses for beginners, the home piano course. I probably do need to make it a little bit more apparent that we use the Alfred book for this course, but it is called the home piano course. And this lesson right now is a continuation of that. We have 9 so far. And yeah, so I actually go over the entire book over the course, but a lot of the work still is, you know, that you still have to do on your end. And by the way, for the course, I highly recommend you purchase the book, pretty much everybody that's been taking the course has told me they purchased the book, which is great. And you'll get the most out of the course that way, you know. All right, let's continue, guys. I think we're doing pretty good here. All right. On with the lesson. Enough announcements and stuff. Yeah, I'm just reading a comment here. Yeah, that's super cool. COVID kind of messed up being able to learn, actually. Yes. So thank you for making these. Yeah, no problem. My tips: stay out of trouble. That's a good tip. Sometimes people leave some pretty interesting comments. All right, here we go. So I told you about the A harmonic scale. We played Jericho, and now, oh, the other thing about Jericho, every once in a while I forget about the notes in the beginning. Bump, bump, ba. So bump, bump, rest, ba. Bump, bump, ba. So just try playing that a few times. Bump, bump, ba. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, because that will help you hit bump, bump. Just careful that there's a little rest there. It's not bump bump ba. It's bump bump ba, bump bump ba, bump bump rest ba, bump bump rest ba. There you go. Hopefully you got the idea by now. But that's called syncopation. It's just like when you move over the beat. I have some lessons of that on the channel. So let's keep moving it on, because we're already at an hour here. The key of rating in the key A minor, I'm gonna let you guys figure this out. It's again like very simple stuff. I talked about natural versus, this is actually good practice for what I just told you. So I'm not gonna go over it again, because if you were paying attention earlier, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. So here, this piece isn't that bad. It says an A minor chord progression up top, which means we're probably in the key of A minor, which guess what? What hand position do you think we're going to be using? We're using the A, we're around A minor, or around A position. Got to be careful. We do have some accidentals with that A sharp. And then they actually bamboozle us. Sorry, I have like a hiccup going on. They bamboozle us with the naturals here. So I think the main thing, the note layout's pretty easy and everything. The main thing that's going to be a challenge are getting these accidentals right. Let's continue. Let me play this thing for us. Oh, another thing that I always forget to mention is the roadmap, which is just like, how do you proceed through the piece? Because now we got like, you know, repeats to go over. We got DC Alfines. So how in the world do I approach this piece? Well, you start at the beginning. You play until you see a repeat sign. If you don't see like the beginning of the repeat sign like you do here, it's automatically assumed you just go back to the beginning. So you're actually going to play this twice, and then you go forward. Now, notice how this is the beginning of a repeat, and this is the end of a repeat. So what this is telling you is that this here is like a section, meaning that you're going to now play this, get here, and then you're going to go through and play it again. It's kind of like the game Portal. This is the beginning of the portal. This is the end of the portal, and when you hit the portal, it portalizes you. It teleports you, I guess is the right way, over here to play it again. So again, to recap, you're going to hit this one twice. You're going to do this one twice. Now, look here. Same thing with this. This is a section all on its own. You're going to do that one twice, and then the last one twice. But guess what? There's a DC Alfine, which means you have to play from the beginning to Fine. And a lot of students ask me, do you have to do the repeat on the last Fine, like the last playthrough? I don't think so, at least from what I've ever understood. I mean, I don't think anybody will hurt you if you play it too many times, but I get that question a lot. So let me play this piece for you guys. Oh, look, we almost got the whole thing in here. That's good. Okay. All right, I'm going to play this for you. Again, it's very simple, but we will have to watch out for those accidentals and all the repeats. I probably will forget about those. So here we go, everybody. Let me try that again. Hold on. Then you got a fermata. You can hold that one a little bit longer, and then we repeat. Then on to the next line. Again, but softer. I'll talk about that in a second. Sorry, just a B flat there, and then we do a D C Alfine. It says last time retardando, which means we're gonna slow down gradually, and it kind of fizzles out there with that fermata. So this one actually had a lot going on that I forgot to talk about before we started playing it. I was like, oh no, there's actually a lot of other details. Let me tell you about what those are. So let's get into the book view here. I could have analyzed this a little better, which is a good lesson. So notice how it says MF/P. We had this way earlier on in the course. And what that means is that when you do the first playthrough, it's mezzo forte, so medium loud. But then when you do the repeat, it's going to be piano. And that kind of tripped me up. Same, this is the opposite. You play piano the first round. Mezzo forte, you get louder the next one. This is the opposite. A little bit loud, a little bit soft on that last one. This one's like kind of in the middle, a little bit soft, a little bit louder. Another thing is it says 8 VA, second time only. So you're going to play this one octave higher than it's written, which means instead of playing it right here, actually, no, instead of playing it right here, you're going to play it up there, but only on the second time. So each time you have a repeat, it's going to be either louder or higher up on the piano. So you're going to have to be careful of that when you work out through this one. So like I said, the note-wise, I feel like this one isn't that hard. It's just all the little details that you're going to have to be on the lookout for. Green sleeves. I think we'll finish it out with green sleeves today. I just want to take a quick peek at what we have going on. Okay, the good news about after the next few pieces is that there's less explanation going on. So we'll be able to knock out quite a few. But let's continue. I don't want to, you know, dilly-dally here. More about triads. A triad is a 3-note chord. We've seen a lot of them. We've seen like C major. We've seen F major. We've seen like B flat major. Just 3-note chords. That's all a triad is. But you still want to be familiar with it all the same. Here they're showing you the difference between some major, minor triads. And one thing I want to tell you about that is you can turn any major triad into a minor triad if it's in root position by taking this middle key and lowering it half step. So you got major here, minor, major, you move the middle one down, minor, major, move the middle key down to minor, just like that. There's a little bit more to it, but that's all you got to know for right now. And let's see what else they have going on. They're showing you primary chords in A minor. Again, the chord built on the first note of the scale, the 4th note, and then the 5th note of the scale. I'll let you practice these. Actually, let me just show you what these will look like, because this part is pretty important. So we are looking, whoa. So we're looking right here. We're on the right side of the page here. So there's your A minor chord. Next chord is you're going to move both the middle and the top finger up one to hit that D minor. And then you're going to move your pinky down and your thumb down to hit that E7. And play that through as they have it written there. And that will help you. Why? Because wherever it is, there it is. When you play Go Down Moses, you will see those same chords again and again. Some other things I'm on the lookout for with this one is you got a G sharp going on. You're mostly sticking around A position, but you will have to change position a little bit. And luckily, they tell you what fingers that you're going to be using here. Okay, let me just play this one for you and then see what else I have to say about it. Play the last 2 lines again. I missed a couple of details in there. So here we go. Whoops. Let me try the last 2 lines again. I messed up different things this time. Hold on. There we go. So I was missing those accents there. And at the very end, you're getting quieter, kind of like it fades out. If you notice, pieces do that a lot. And that's the reason. So they kind of have that fading away type of effect. All right, let's maybe continue. I don't know if I want to. I might save this for next time, because we are over an hour. This might end up being a 13 13 part, because the thing is like the pieces after this are quite a bit more difficult, so they will take more time to kind of go over. So it might be a few more. I know I keep saying like, oh, this is the last one, oh, the next one's the last one, oh, it's out of 12 parts, but you know, we'll take it as long as we need to, until we finish out the book. Let me see if I have any announcements for everybody. Thanks for attending. We're not going anywhere quite yet. Again, I just want to remind you guys that over on my course, over on my website, pianolessonsontheweb.com, there is a sale going on until the 31st. And now I do want to say, when are we going to be finishing the book? Because I probably will get more questions about that. Tim, I'm further in the book, and when are you going to finish it? So I'm thinking like maybe 2 weeks from now we'll do another part, and then maybe 2 weeks after that we'll do another. My goal is by the end of the year to have the course finished, which should be definitely doable. But next time we'll probably do something like a regular lesson, and then the week after this, and then I think the week after that we have, oh, there was something I want to tell you about. All right, the week after that, so there's something called, that I want to tell you guys about. Don't go anywhere yet. I hope you guys didn't abandon me. Piano Practice Club. You may have seen the like live stream we did last time, kind of announcing it. And so learn about Piano Practice Club here. Oh, Jaron, you do have all the courses, and you are already part of the Piano Practice Club. But the Piano Practice Club, I kind of want to go over it right now real quick. All right, it's loading, but I do think I got the right link for you. But anyway, if you follow the link, you'll see an old live stream that we did from last week, where I describe what home piano with what Piano Practice Club. I'm getting this mixed up with the course name of the course we're on. Piano Practice Club. So you may be wondering what Piano Practice Club is. Well, let me tell you. It's like a book club, right? But with piano practicing, and that's it. But let me elaborate. So, you know, if you've ever, maybe you have never joined a book club or never heard of one, or you're not experienced in that sort of thing, a book club works like this. You and other book enthusiasts meet together once a month, like the beginning of the month or the end of the month, and you have a club meeting, your book club meeting, right? Or your piano practice club meeting. During the meeting, you guys all talk about the book that you all read, and you all kind of share ideas and talk about the book and learn more about it. Well, this is the same thing, but with piano practice. So I gave you guys for this month, students, a list of like beginner, intermediate, or advanced pieces for you to learn for the next meeting, where we will come together. We'll kind of discuss, like I'll answer some questions you might have about the piece. I might play some of the pieces. I don't have time to practice them all, unfortunately. But yeah, that's what it is. And then we all come together kind of as a community and learn together, and all practice the same types of things throughout the month, which is a cool little way of, cool little way of us being a community together. Now, let me show you how to join Piano Practice Club. So what you want to do, let me get you guys a link here. Okay. So I'm going to link you guys to the Piano Practice Club right now. Where is... Hello? Where the heck? Okay, I must have clicked out of it. I'm looking for you guys. I'm like, where the heck is the chat and everything? Sorry, close it out. Here we go. All right. So, piano practice club. So you join it by joining our Discord. So I just included a link for you in the description. I'm going to talk more about the Discord right now. Let me figure out how to get a better view on this thing. That's pretty good. So when you join the Discord, it should look something like this. You should have a listing of, well, you'll have the far listing over here, toolbar of like the Discords that you've joined. You should at least see this one. By the way, you might need to download the Discord app before it will let you on. Some people have problems with that. That it like will say inactive or something, but I think the solution is to download Discord. Anyways, so getting on here, on the left side here, you're going to see the list of quote-unquote channels. And these are like different chat rooms. So Discord is like a fancy chat room. I was wondering why it wouldn't let me go to any of them. Like a fancy chat room or forum type of thing where people of a certain community can come together, talk about their favorite topics. So this is our piano lessons on the web. This is our secret, not so secret clubhouse where we all meet together. So Piano Practice Club, as you can see here, has its own section here on the left. It has 3 things you want to be aware of. It has October pieces, which is the month we're on. So these are the pieces. Hey, I just told you that I gave you a list of pieces, and that's where it's located. So that's probably the most important part. There's also some other instructions here, like if you want to record and enter a playing submission. Not necessary, obviously, or not a requirement, but certainly I am thankful for all the submissions I do get. Speaking of which, the next one is the playing submissions section. I've gotten some submissions already from some students, both on what we're talking about. I do prefer that you keep the playing submissions to the pieces that we've talked about recently. If you have been working on something for a while and you just kind of want to get, you know, maybe some ears on it, you can put it here, but I mostly want you to stick to playing submissions for what we're doing with Piano Practice Club. So anyway, you got your pieces for the month, you got your playing submissions if you want to submit one, and then piece recommendations. So if you're like, you know, I did the October pieces and there's this piece that I either want Tim to go over or for us to talk about, or you know, or it's a piece I've learned before and it's just really good thing to share, then let us know your recommendations here. I might not take all of them, but a lot of them I will take. Like I did see this one and I will probably incorporate that in the next month. But anyways, you got your pieces for the month, your playing submissions, and then your recommendations of what you would like to see. And the next one, also during the meeting, we will, it's a live stream on YouTube, by the way, our meeting. I'll tell you more about that in a second. During the meeting, I will also discuss at the end the pieces that we want to select for next time. So we'll come up with that list during the meeting. So I kind of get your guys, or your, I'm trying to think of like the plural of students. Yeah, I guess to give you students an idea on what we're doing next. There are other channels on the Discord. You also want to read the Discord rules. This is like really so you don't do anything stupid and get kicked out. I mean, it's very, very, I think it's very like common sense. But basically, if you're being like hateful or anything, you're out. Here you can introduce yourself. As always, it looks like we got some new people in here as well. Welcome everybody that has joined today. Please click that Discord link if you'd like to join. And then we have inspirations and challenges. I'm not going to go over all this other stuff right now, but you can peruse around. Join the Discord is what you really need to do. And peruse around and see what we have to offer. But to join Piano Practice Club, all you got to do is join the Discord and then attend the Piano Practice Club meeting. Now you may be thinking, when does that occur? Well, the Piano Practice Club meeting is generally going to be the first Friday of each month at the start time of the live stream. So for me, it's 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So the good thing is that I will post ahead of time the link to the live stream, like a week ahead of time. So you're going to see it come up on the channel, and I will also post it on the Discord. Another great reason to join the Discord. So the Discord will also keep you in touch with all of us and as a community as well. So even if you're not in the Piano Practice Club, still recommend you join that. So that's like most of the stuff I wanted to cover today. It looks like the Discord is amazing. Thank you so much. Let me say hi to some people real quick, and then we'll maybe adjourn for today. Thinking if I have anything else to tell you guys. The hell. There it is. Okay. Oh, nice. You just got into 88 key Casio. That's amazing. Weighted keys. Okay, no need for the app. I don't have it on my Chromebook either, so maybe you don't need the app. I heard that you do. I heard that you don't. It's all good. Enjoy your evening, and thanks for everything. You're welcome. I'm considering to join the Piano Practice Club. Thanks for elaborating. You're very welcome. Again, it's free. You have nothing to lose by joining. Even if you join and then you're like, well, I can't get the pieces for October, don't worry about it. Just jump on whenever you can, or maybe you don't have a chance to practice at all and you just want to attend the meetings to kind of learn from our discussion. Then, you know, that's another good reason to join as well. So thanks everybody for coming out today. Congratulations, Wendy, on the new instrument. It's always an exciting day when that happens. And yeah, I just want to say thank you to everybody. Remember, pianolessonsontheweb.com. I have courses over there. They are discounted right now for the fall sale until October 31st. Remember to use code YouTube for an additional 15% off during checkout. It's a great way to both invest in your own music education and in the channel as well, since the website signups are a big reason of why we're still making lessons and going strong. So I want to thank everybody for their support. Thanks for coming by today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I'm looking forward to finishing out this book finally. I like the book, but I feel like this course has been like a year-long adventure almost. So I will be happy to get it done just so we can like start moving on to different courses perhaps. Just join the end of the stream and join the Discord. That's awesome. Well, thank you very much, Benji Views, and thanks everybody. Let's see, did anybody join the Discord? I can always see who joins. I always like to see like if I got okay, we got a few people joined. All right, everybody, thanks for coming by today. I'll see you guys in the next lesson. Have a great day.